What up, guys? Welcome back to the Wrestling Rundown. I'm Steven Mazza alongside my co-host Cherno. Cherno, WWE man is on fire right now.
Definitely is. I love it right now,
It's
man.
torch. I think Triple H, the stove is on. This guy's cooking.
Just let him cook.
He's looking great. Oh my goodness, man. If he, I've never seen someone just like fool us like that.
Mhm.
And we were literally on the show 2 weeks ago talking about there's no way he will pull the trigger, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no shot. And oh my goodness, he did.
Yeah,
He had
absolutely.
John Cena for the first time in his career. Well, I mean, he was in the beginning, he was like tad heel, but like doesn't really count.
Yeah.
Like the real heel Cena starts now. Starts next week, really, because he hasn't been here.
Mhm.
He's gonna be on Raw. I'm so excited. I love it. I want to hear your thoughts on it. Was it the right idea? Was it the right time? I want to hear your thoughts.
I thought it was the right time because The Rock, because you obviously knew Cody was going to say no. And now you needed a plan for Cody. I thought they're going to pull the trigger at Mania during the match and Cena probably possibly turn heel
That's
there.
what the plan actually was. I saw a report on that
Mhm.
on Triple H spoke and said, you know what? They felt more comfortable. Honestly, the right time was at the Chamber.
Yeah, because it would feel flat if the main event was Cody just saying no. You need something
Yeah.
big. And I feel like Triple H really cooked on this one because now we get a heel John Cena on the road to WrestleMania to build up
Yeah.
this feud. So I'm interested in what's he gonna say? What's gonna be his gear? What is it gonna be his new theme music? What's gonna be his new just everything? What's gonna be his new ring attire? I'm just interested in everything right now about John Cena.
Yeah.
And hopefully Cody's recent promo on Raw was very good. That was like the finally
Fantastic promo.
the fudge you promo to John Cena.
Yeah.
So that was great, and I can't wait because they're gonna be in Belgium next week.
Mhm.
This upcoming Raw, they're both gonna be.
Crowd's gonna be sick.
Who knows?
The crowds in Europe never fail.
Yeah,
That's like the one thing America really doesn't have compared to Europe is the fan base.
because the fan base was clamoring for it.
Yeah.
Because they don't get it on the
Never.
ever. Like nearly never. They only go there during like live events and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But they're actually getting a show there. So I feel great for that crowd. And now even WWE now starting Friday, they're going on a whole European tour.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be great.
Yeah. So we could just go quick recap if you didn't see Elimination Chamber. John Cena. It was one-on-one. Last one was with CM Punk, which was phenomenal.
Yes.
Those two guys in the ring turned back the clock.
Mhm.
They especially the last like 20 minutes of that chamber is when it started to get really good. When it was Punk, Cena, and Rollins.
Yep.
Their chemistry was fantastic. I loved how they were reversing each move they did, and then they would hit each other with the move, and then they double teamed on Seth, which was also sick.
Yes.
I love that. And then Cena beat Punk because of Rollins. Rollins curb stomped him in his head on the steel, the mat, and Cena took advantage. And he was saying, "I'm sorry," like he was apologizing,
putting him in the STF.
Yeah, and then Cena won. Cody Rhodes came out. They shook hands. They did all that talk. John Cena's like, "I'll see you there." And then the final boss came out with Travis Scott, bro. That was hilarious that Travis Scott was there.
I hated it. So
Really?
much. I hated it so much.
Why?
Because okay, you can come out, but he didn't need to be a part of the whole beatdown because he literally slapped Cody and bursted his
Yeah.
eardrum. And he took it on himself to do that because
Well, The Rock told him
The Rock
to.
told him, "Yeah, you better get some."
If you're gonna get your hands dirty, get your hands dirty.
Okay, but now Cody has to get him back. He needs to give him a receipt.
A receipt.
But I feel like Travis Scott's not gonna let him do that.
I don't know, bro. I think that this could set up a faction like storyline with someone like Bad Bunny, because Bad Bunny did a really good job with Damian Priest in Puerto Rico, or like another celebrity, to where I understand the full side what Triple H is doing because Triple H is phenomenal at marketing.
Mhm.
That was the whole reason, was to have Travis Scott there to bring a lot of the fans of Travis Scott into the show,
Yeah.
which was a good idea. And then it rotates to, okay, but what if Travis has a fight at Mania or down the line? He said he's working out in the ring right now. Like he says he's gonna be doing this all the time, which is sick. I just thought it was cool that he was just like smuggled up over here, leaned back
And
in the back.
The incense he was just
yeah.
for the evil spirits. I was like, wow.
Yeah, man. And then The Rock. I love this new Rock side that we're getting now. A lot of people complained about it, and I remember
The final boss.
the final boss is going to be Bloodline Rules. I remember when a lot of people were complaining about, oh, The Rock should have come back and do his own little stick, but this was the right thing because I don't think The Rock's going to be in the ring for a bit.
Yeah.
Who knows when? So they figured out a way. All right, let's see if we could transition since he has to film. Let's still get him on the show. And now he's going to create this faction with Cena.
Yeah.
And then Cena kicked Cody in the nuts, which was great. No one expected it. I loved that face that Cena made.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's that Hollywood training he got.
Oh my God, man. This is going to be I would be shocked if this is like anything under a 10 out of 10.
But my question is, do you think Cena wins?
I think so, because they wouldn't have pulled a trigger like that to just have him lose.
Of course, you can't, because that just completely throws away everything.
Exactly. I think you could have Cena win. And we just saw it with Roman. When Roman was the champion for years, he was barely ever on TV.
Yes.
You could do that same Hollywood remark with Cena.
Yes.
That's kind of what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Cena hasn't been on TV since
Elimination
Chamber. And it's the biggest thing in WWE history, and he hasn't been on it at all. So I feel you can definitely do Cena, because they gave out the dates, which I don't like that they spoil us with the dates. Like, you could go online and see.
But it's more for the fans.
Yeah, obviously.
Because like you don't get surprised and be like, oh man.
You were at MSG.
No, I wasn't.
You didn't go?
Nah.
I was supposed to go. I didn't go.
I wanted to go. I even wanted to go to Roadblock, but I was like, I was working, so I was like,
Yeah.
I can't.
But MSG was phenomenal.
Mhm.
Like, I wish that Cena did go to MSG.
Yeah.
Like, before we knew, because I was kind of shocked. I was like, Cena's last year and he's not going to, I mean, he'll be at MetLife.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I guess they didn't do it. But I love that Cena is getting this new position of being a heel. Something new. There's something that he wanted. Triple H talked about it in
The presser.
Yeah, in the presser. He said, Cena could have just done his little stick or little stitch of all right, I'm Cena, like, you get all fans hype, which is fine. Like, I don't care.
Yeah,
It's John freaking Cena.
In his last year.
Yeah.
So I was like,
So it
people
doesn't
want
matter. But Cena said, you know what? I want to try a different route, something I've never done before, and challenge myself. And I love that about him. That's how much he cares. How funny would I saw something on Twitter. I think this is hilarious. What if he comes out, wins, and he was like, I did it for Vince. And he makes this whole staple of this thing with Vince. I thought that was hilarious. I saw no way they'll do that.
No way.
Unless, the allegations with Vince are good. I don't know. But
It will never be good, because it's like,
that would be so funny, though.
because
And that's how he makes heel.
Vince can never show his face again, because
Yeah.
it's like it will just be go away. It will just be basically be Hulk Hogan. So it's like, but 10 times worse for Vince. So
Yeah.
it's like people don't want Vince back.
But that's the heat you want.
Nah, there's a difference between that's like unwatchable.
Good heat and bad heat.
Yes.
Yeah, like Hogan got bad heat.
That's go away heat.
Yeah.
So it's like, because that means people don't want to see you. People, the difference between what makes you a good heel is that people want to see you get your butt kicked.
Yeah.
And that's what makes you a good heel. They want to see you. They want to see you. They want to boo you. They want to make sure you come out so they can boo you. Go away heat is when they don't want to see you at all. They don't care what you say. They don't care what you do. They just don't want to see you.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be bad. So it's like, Vince, stay away, please. Enjoy retirement.
You've done enough. You've done enough for the company, Vince.
Yes.
Relax.
Because if you come back, you're gonna take us back another 5 years again to that horrible time from 2016 to 2021.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Those are bad years.
Those are really bad. But I love that. Again, like I said before, Cena's going to get this new challenge for him. Do you think he's going to win?
Of course.
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
It kind of makes sense.
And then you give him a faction, because he needs Cena can't just be by himself. He needs like a bodyguard or something like that to defend him from the challengers. And to transition into that, Cena wins, and who's going to be his next competitor? I think this triple threat with Roman, Seth, and Punk, that could be the challenge that comes out of that. And I think Punk should come out
Or
of
it's
that.
the other way around. Or it's the winner of that gets into the main event at night 2.
Nah, there's too many triple threats already.
Don't care.
Nah,
You
nah.
if you watched a couple weeks ago, you know I love triple threat matches.
I know, but it needs to be Cody and Cena one-on-one for this. It needs to be that.
I guess, yeah.
And Punk can get Cena after that. So, and then down the
Punk
line,
has his favor.
and then down the line, SummerSlam, you do Cody, John again. Cody wins that one, and then after that, we can have a babyface John Cena after that, because we need to do that run. Because I think
They will. He's going to turn on The Rock.
Yeah.
Or The Rock turns on him.
Yeah, because he lost.
Who would you like if they started to create a faction? Who should be that guy? I'm going to give you a list of names.
Mhm.
Should be in that faction that you would
Give me
love.
the list of names and I'll say yes or no.
Okay. Now, when I'm saying this, when I'm saying all these guys, it doesn't mean that all of them would be in it. I'm saying like it could be like both of them or just one.
Yeah.
If Randy Orton was in the faction, would you want that?
Oh yeah, but I think we need to do a Cena Randy feud though.
I agree, and that could still happen down the line if you have Cena. Like, what if Randy
Because remember,
takes the throne from Cena when The Rock turns? Like, say if The Rock turns on Cena, right, midsummer, and then and Orton's the one to do it, and then that has them fight at SummerSlam.
You don't think it's Cody that fights him at SummerSlam?
I don't know.
To get the title back?
Maybe, or they keep it on him
the whole time.
You could until the end.
And then Cody beats him at the end, but then it's gonna be like John Cena's last match. People is gonna want to cheer for him.
Yeah,
so it's his last match, and that is against Cody.
But you don't know what Cody's character is going to be in a year.
It's
like we're getting to a point where it's more Homelander Cody day by day.
Yeah, but it's, to be honest, I don't think what you're gonna do. You're gonna have a double turn with Cody, and then Cody's The Rock's guy. That makes no sense.
I'm not even saying, but like maybe Cody like finally takes the offer, or that could just be a whole separate thing. But Orton in the faction, I think with Cena would be great, because I think Orton's in a spot right now that's not. He's a main eventer,
of course, yeah,
and he's not getting. He hasn't got that in a while. That main event, really, like besides him and Gunther, that was the only real main event feud he's had since. I mean, obviously he's been gone for years.
Yeah,
but I feel that Orton would be great. Now, what another name? What if LA Knight was in it?
Nah.
Really? I would love if LA Knight was. I think LA Knight could do a better job as a heel than as a face.
I think that too. But I think this group he needs to have, it needs to be a young guys that he can mold into his own image.
Yeah, but what if I mean, I know LA Knight's not a young guy, but he's young for the WWE. So if you, which I feel like Triple H sees as if LA Knight's fully healthy for the next 3-4 years, he's going to be a main eventer. So that's a way for him to get that push.
Yeah, but
I would love I think Orton and LA Knight would be great.
I think Orton would be a better fit than LA Knight.
What about Carmelo Hayes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because they'll give Carmelo Hayes for something to do. Take him his wing under. Cena could take him on his wing, teach him how the ropes, and he could get that main event rub.
But you think now? I know you just said but young guys. You think that's not good enough though to draw main event status?
What?
I'm just like, if you look at like the bloodline, besides Solo with Roman, like with Tamalonga and with Tangaloa. Like I feel like he's not going to get that push because like he's just a side character.
Of course, but he has the yeah. He has that, but he's when I knew him when he was in New Japan, when he was with his brother Tama Tonga as the Gorillas of Destiny. They're tag team guys.
No, I agree.
To be honest, the most that Tangaloa can do, actually no, it's the other way around. It's Tama Tonga.
Yeah,
Tama Tonga. The only thing he could do is probably be a mid-card champion. I don't think he has that main event rub. Hey, I don't know. I thought I never thought I never know. I never thought Jay could be a main eventer, and I'm shocked. and I never thought
a lot of people still don't believe it.
Hey, he got me there now.
Yeah,
I believe in him. I never thought he could, and even Jimmy too. I never thought Jimmy can break out on his own, but him, sorry, he's better at everything than Jay. Jimmy's
Yeah.
better than Jay at
At
everything.
everything but
He just
the
didn't,
yeet.
he just didn't make a beat first.
If Jimmy had yeet,
Yes.
Jimmy would be
Moreover,
probably would already have the belt by now.
yes, he probably would have
Yeah.
it by now because Jimmy is that good. Because out of the whole Bloodline faction, Sami Zayn became a main eventer. Solo became a main eventer. Jay is a main eventer. Jimmy is getting there.
Yeah.
And out of everybody that the Bloodline has made the faction. That's why factions, it needs to make people. It needs to make stars out of it.
But what the thing
there's-
with the evolution, like we talk about with young guys who aren't like so there yet.
Yeah.
Like Evolution when it had Ric Flair, Triple H, Batista, and Orton.
Yes,
Triple H was already kind of stapled as the top guy. Like one
he
of
was the top
guys.
guy. He was the top guy.
Orton was young and getting there, and Batista was young and getting
Yes.
there. So now they have an event of a similar thing to do with Rock is the Ric Flair,
Mhm.
Cena's the Triple H, and then you add 2 other guys like a LA Knight and Carmelo Hayes, or maybe even a Braun Breaker, someone like that.
Well, I think Braun Breaker's turning face though. I don't think he's gonna join the faction right now because people love Braun Breaker. You know what would be a great person to add into that faction?
Who?
Austin Theory.
Yeah,
Austin Theory would be great. It would be great for him.
but he's not. He's getting that. I don't know, bro. They've been waiting to freaking.
They pulled in the trigger with him, Grayson Waller. Hey, Austin Theory would be great with Cena. And he can be because you're in a story with him and Cena.
Yeah.
He could be like, Cena, you were right. Let me join you. I want to join this faction. Put me under the ring. Teach me now.
I think Austin Theory would be great because he has all the tools.
Yeah.
He just got pushed too early.
Yeah.
And forced us to get pushed. That's how you get a guy to like or dislike, is having him next to those guys.
But also you need an enforcer as well. So I think you could probably bring in Hikuleo,
Mhm.
one of the other Bloodline members
Yeah.
that's out there that's signed.
What about Zilla?
Zilla is not signed yet.
Is he not?
No.
I thought Zilla was.
He's I think he's in the WID program, but I think he's not signed yet. But Hikuleo has been signed for over a year.
What if Punk was there?
Nah, Punk and Cena, you need to run it back with that one. You need to.
I know.
That's the money. The money's there with
You
that
think?
one.
Let's like shift a little bit here.
Mhm.
Let's talk with the Rollins Roman Punk.
Yeah.
Is Paul Heyman going to turn on Roman and join CM Punk?
That could possibly be the favor. Like Punk says, you have to help me win that match.
And what if everyone think? I think that's going to main event night 1.
I don't think so. I think it's just gonna be Jane.
No, I think it's going to be the first match, bro.
Yeah, I will put it. I'll put Jane Gunther as the main event because I need at least one Rumble match as the main event because Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte's not gonna main event.
You don't have it. Triple H said like nothing's
It's the best.
set.
Yes, it's the best.
It's whatever has the most
the best storyline.
storyline going into it, and it's easily the Roman Punk Rollins.
Yeah, I completely understand that, but I like tradition, whereas like the Rumble winner gets the main event all the time.
Yeah,
and it should be like it should be like that. It should be always like that.
No, but Shinsuke wasn't the main event with AJ.
That was 2018, right? And then I forgot who won the women's. Asuka did. Yeah, they both were in the main event. It was Roman and Brock.
Yeah,
that's the only time I think that's the only time a Rumble like winner did not main event.
I think Jay and Gunther are going to fight at night 2 first match.
I think
or night 1. It's going to be the first match.
No, it's because I think because one of those. I think the first match is probably going to be one of the triple threats that open the show, and I think because night
like
1,
what triple the women's triple threat?
probably opens night 2.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good ass match.
Yeah, because with Bianca, Rhea, and Io, I think that's going to open night 2.
Yeah,
and I think night 1 probably opens with Punk, Rollins, and Roman because that you start the crowd hot with that one, and I think Jay deserves that main event rub because that can solidify main event Jay Uso, main eventing WrestleMania.
Yeah,
and I think Jay deserves it. I think he needs it. And that's just me. But with the Punk, Rollins, and Romans and Seth feud, I believe that Punk needs to win that match and possibly and then be the next one up to get a title shot against Cena after he beats Cody, because what I was saying with the favor, Heyman could talk to Heyman. It's like, you have to help me win this match. That's my favor. If you don't, then we're gonna have a problem. But also I'm tired of seeing Paul Heyman turning on his clients. It's like, okay, you're gonna turn on Roman now. It's like
But it's never happened before, so that's why it's
he
something
turned
that's
on
gonna.
Rock.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying turn on. Yeah, but like,
He always turned on his clients. He turned on CM Punk before.
no,
too.
I agree. He does that. It's just I feel that it's time where that would be like the Punk and Paul Heyman would be perfect, and I think it just fits the storyline.
Unless Punk is a heel, but he's not gonna be a heel because it's like Cena's already the heel. And also, you saw that promo on Raw when he was just burying Rock and Cena.
Oh my goodness, best promo I've seen in a long time.
We need to do him and Cena one more time.
I agree.
We need to Money in the Bank this year.
That's what I was saying, man, for the title.
Yeah, so I think that needs to happen.
You think Cena's gonna if he wins, it's gonna be cheating?
Of course,
Yeah.
you have to,
He has to cheat.
because it plays into the corporate character of him and his matches. I think you need to do like a couple matches with Cena where he's facing like the big time stars and he cheats to win. And then that Cody eventually comes back to regain his title. But I need an edgier Cody he's
Yeah.
just super pissed. He's not doing.
I think we're getting that though. If you saw from the last promo.
Yes, but he's gonna do his babyface shticks. I think when he loses, we need to not see Cody for a while.
Yeah.
After he loses WrestleMania, we need to not see Cody.
I agree.
Give Cena his reign of terror moments for the couple
Because
months.
there's still so many other stars.
Yes, there's so many stars that can like make it up for it. Give Cody a long vacation that he needs because hasn't missed any WWE time, and bring him back. Take off the blonde hair, go back to black, and then we know you're serious.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna know you're serious, and then you do possibly him and Cena for WrestleMania because you need a big time match for both nights.
For SummerSlam or Mania?
SummerSlam,
Okay.
because SummerSlam is just gonna be the
Two
first time.
nights.
2 nights.
I'm so excited. I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to that.
We'll go together.
Yeah.
100%. I'm so excited for that. For the women's, I like how it's starting to mix up with the Rhea, Bianca, and Asuka.
I just
Or Io, sorry.
I just don't. I don't like triple threats for no reason. That's just put together. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like this is so put together. Because Bianca Rhea needs to be a feud between those two. Those are your John Cena Batista right there. That needs the collision course between the two. Everybody was waiting for that big time match, and Io is just like I feel like she ruins that star powerness of it. And my problem is if you're gonna do triple threat, I think Liv should have just won the Chamber.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's already built-in story.
I think
there's a built-in story with all those 3 women already. You can have those 3 and do that. And you don't need to.
and there's not a real heel.
And any of that. Okay, go ahead.
What if Rhea joined that faction?
Of what?
Would-
John Cena? Nah. Rhea's. I think Rhea is full baby.
Do you think a woman will join that faction?
A woman? No. I think it's just
Jada Cargill.
Bianca. That's why I said somebody needs to turn heel that match, and I think it's going to be Bianca because Bianca's still.
It's not going to be Io.
It's not. Bianca, she needs something fresh. She has that WrestleMania streak, remember? So I don't think she's gonna lose at Mania. She's gonna be the one to win and take the title. But I think it's gonna be nefarious means. And then you could probably do down the line of her and Rhea, probably. So yeah, but I just wish they would have just did. If you're gonna do a triple threat, I wish Liv would have won the Chamber because the story was there with those 3 women, and that could be like the final tie and knot where both women of all 3 women, because Rhea never beat Io. Rhea beats Io, pins her at WrestleMania, and that just nods the bow of that whole feud, and then Rhea can move on to somebody else, possibly Bianca Belair. Because back what I was saying with Bianca, I think Bianca should be facing Jade Cargill at Mania.
Yeah.
Because I like Naomi. I think Naomi could have been I think Bianca.
Naomi cut a really good promo.
She did.
A really good promo.
She did, but it felt like too melodrama for me. I liked when she started getting more serious.
But she is starting to get more serious now.
Yeah, of course. She got to change her theme.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think with her and Jade, it's like Jade's gonna win that feud, and it's like To be honest, I think it should be a squash match, to be honest, with Jade and her, if they're gonna do it at Mania,
It probably will.
because there's so many matches that are Mania, it's probably gonna be a squash match. That's why I would have preferred Bianca because the star power is there. Bianca and Jade Cargill. I think Bianca should be the one that's the head, like the head the mind, the villain mind of the whole thing, where she's the one that told Naomi go attack her. She should be the one to be there. They could have built it up for a couple more weeks with Naomi saying Bianca was the one who put me up, or it's like something like surprise. Bianca was the one who put her up to it, and then she attacks Jade out of nowhere. That could have been something that could have been built up, and they would have gave Jade Cargill that big time feud heading into Mania. Because I don't think it's not big enough for her and Naomi. And then Bianca wins night one, then wins at Mania to extend her streak, and then you can do this feud all the way up to SummerSlam, where you can have Jade Cargill win the feud at the end. So, and then make Jade Cargill into a bigger star after that.
Yeah, no, I like that. I think Jade Cargill will definitely get a big push.
Of course,
It's coming now, where she's gonna now get her little reign of terror. I feel that she should get the belt soon, at least some type of belt, just
but
to have gold around her.
who is she gonna get it from? Because it's like I think Tiffany
Well, if Bianca wins,
that match, okay, yeah, but I think she's still gonna start feuding with Rhea or either Rhea or Io, because I don't think that's done after Mania. It's gonna be one of those two women that challenges Bianca for that title. And then on the SmackDown side of things, I don't think Tiffany and Charlotte are gonna be doing this dance until like SummerSlam. Because I don't think Charlotte's gonna win the night one, is gonna win on WrestleMania.
you don't think Charlotte's gonna win?
Because I don't think so. Because I
Really?
think because you know what? I can see where Triple H is going with this. Charlotte is underestimating Tiffany a lot. Like she's underestimating her. She's
Like,
so
you're a joke to me.
you're a joke
I
to
don't-
me.
yeah.
I'm too overconfident. You're not on my level. And then boom, we have a great match between those two, but a roll up. She hits Charlotte with a roll up.
Oh my god, that would suck.
1, 2, 3.
I would hate that.
Why?
A roll up at Mania match for the title.
You're gonna have a great match. That would be a
If it's like at the end.
people. Yeah, of course. You give them a 20-minute match. They're gonna burn the house down with that match. Give them a 20-25-minute match, and then out of nowhere, Tiffany Stratton rolls her up. She catches Charlotte by surprise, and that is the catalyst of what Charlotte. Okay, I need to take this girl seriously. And then the second match, Charlotte wins. Charlotte wins that match, and then you can do the trilogy of matches with her and Tiffany. And at the end, Tiffany wins the title back, and then you could give Tiffany that rub over Charlotte. That's what you're supposed to do to give back to the industry,
Yeah.
back into the industry, and make a new star as a star yourself.
Yeah, no. I think you're
Probably
kinda
Jade.
good
I think
there.
Jade gets in the title picture like probably after SummerSlam,
Yeah.
after everything, all the storylines are done.
Because also I know the draft lottery is gonna be
Again,
yeah, it's gonna be
I thought the transfer portal was the draft, but okay.
no, yeah. That's just a window that no one knows.
Yeah.
That's gonna be right after Mania, I think.
Mhm.
So we don't know.
Where everybody goes.
Ooh, I got another thing I want to talk about before we jump to NXT. The Judgment Day
Mhm.
is starting to slowly turn on Finn Balor. He has a match. What?
With Braun Breaker next Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna turn on him there?
I don't know. Because it's kind of weird. Finn, I love Finn.
This needs to happen for Finn because if we could get babyface Finn again,
with the old theme.
yes,
Yeah, and then he feuds with Dom.
exactly.
But who's gonna be because remember they've been teasing that new Judgment Day member.
I don't know.
People have been saying it's Aleister Black, but I'm like, nah. He doesn't need to be in the Judgment Day right now. But I don't know who could be the new member of the Judgment Day.
Yeah, who's gonna cut a freaking promo?
Hmm?
Who's gonna cut a promo if Aleister Black's there? Not Dom, because Dom can't speak.
Because they could just keep going.
Exactly.
But they got Liv
Yeah, Liv's gonna be cutting all the promos.
probably.
Yeah. No, I think that they're gonna turn on Balor on Monday. I think that's what the hint's looking like. And then that sets up the feud with Finn and Dom. And that's how you get Finn even more over if he beats a guy like Dom at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can now get a full Finn Balor like face run. Not obviously, maybe for the world title, because
Nah,
I don't. Depends who has it.
Jay's gonna be the one. That
I
has it
wouldn't be
after
shocked
Mania.
if Jay loses it soon after he wins it.
I think Jay gets cashed in on. I think he gets cashed in on like probably like before like SummerSlam or during after SummerSlam. I think Jay's though he's gonna get it because I think the Money Bank winner is gonna cash in because last year there was no men's cash in. It was a failed cash in.
Yes, it was. It was just not a good one.
I said it was a failed cash in.
Yeah.
So I think this year Triple H is probably going to pull the trigger on this year with a man winning the Money in the Bank, which I said should be Logan Paul, guys.
Yeah, I agree. It should be Logan Paul or Carmelo Hayes.
Nah, I think Carmelo Hayes. He's probably going to win the U.S. title.
Yeah, soon he should.
Yeah, I would do a multi-man match at
So now LA Knights,
the United States
the
champion.
United States champion, which is sick.
Yeah.
I'm happy that now. I mean,
The
they sh-
Shinsuke one failed again.
yeah, it wasn't a good run, and I don't think it was Shinsuke's fault. They just didn't give him that much to work with. There was no other feud. Like, who was he gonna feud with?
There's so many guys.
Like
on that roster.
Andrade, though.
Andrade, Carmelo Hayes, LA Knight, Jacob Fatu,
Maybe you
Damian
can't have-
Priest.
they were gonna have a bad guy and a bad guy.
Yeah, but Fatu's
Priest. I like
Fatu's
Priest.
getting that babyface rub right now, and I think it's a matter of time before when Solo turns on him. So
You think they're gonna fight at Mania, or it's too soon?
I gotta see because
There's a few more weeks left.
there's a few
yeah.
more weeks left. Because if they don't pull the trigger towards the end of March, then we know that they're probably not gonna do this feud right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm just waiting for when he says, "I hate you, Solo." I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for that, and I need that. I need that. Like I need water and air. I need it. Please, Triple H, pull the trigger already with that.
Yeah, no, Fatu's fantastic.
He's great. I love him.
He's so good. So you don't think Judgment Day? You think they are or aren't turning on Raw?
I don't know, but if I have to pull out money on it, I'll say no.
I think so. I really do. Dom gave him like a stare, like when they hugged, and then they gave a little.
Oh
baloney
yeah.
face.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I forgot about that. So yeah, so I'll go like they probably turn on him out on Monday.
You think LA Knight? Now, how's this U.S. title going to work?
I'll just do a multi-man match.
Should be.
Because it's like there's no story there, and it's like and there's a bunch of guys that probably need to be on the card for WrestleMania.
Because Logan Paul's going to fight AJ Styles.
Yes, so you do like a
which I love, by the way.
because you do a 6-pack challenge with that. Like you just have 6 men in the ring. So I made up my 6 men already. Like that's gonna be the match.
Tell me.
LA Knight, Shinsuke, Carmelo Hayes, Braun Strowman, Andrade, and surprise man Aleister Black.
Yeah.
And I would have Carmelo Hayes win the match by pinning somebody else, not LA Knight. And I'll have Carmelo Hayes have his Mania moment with the title because I think Carmelo Hayes needs his due for that rub of having a mid card title.
And then how do you think what's Braun Breaker's plan going to be?
I need Sheamus. I want Sheamus.
I know. Where is this guy?
I know. I need Sheamus. That would be such a great feud to build up for Mania.
I'm kind of shocked that it hasn't.
Like they haven't done anything with that yet.
Who did Sheamus get eliminated by? Was it Roman at the Rumble?
I think it was Roman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Roman.
I think Sheamus should either fight Breaker 1-on-1 or be in another banger match. I don't know.
It should be him and Breaker, title versus career on the match.
That's what it should be. Yeah,
title versus career, or he says, if I beat you, you can never challenge for the Intercontinental Championship ever again.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah, we talked about this before. It needs to be Sheamus because I thought they're gonna do Styles in him. I was like, okay, but it looks like Styles is pivoting to Logan. So I need Sheamus and Braun for Mania with those two, and Sheamus finally gets his Grand Slam championship.
Mm-hmm. No, I like that. Yeah,
and he can just after that. We talked about this.
What if I don't know why I just thought about this. What if R-Truth was like the third member with Cena and The Rock?
You need if you want to get heat on Cena, beat up R-Truth.
I think that's gonna happen.
Oh, it's gonna happen.
I'm so certain
it's gonna happen
that Cena is gonna come out, and then R-Truth is gonna interrupt him. It'd be like, yo, everyone's saying you're a bad guy. That's not my Cena. Like blah blah blah.
You're my child hero.
Yeah.
And then Cena's like, and then Cena makes the face.
Yeah.
Just looks at him with the evil face, and then he just beats the crap out of him.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. I would love that. I think that would be.
People will bowl that. You want to get heat, you'll get heat for that.
Yeah, no, I agree. Roadblock, we mentioned earlier, was also at MSG.
Mhm.
I wish I went. The tickets were cheap too.
Yeah, they were.
They were like $60, which is great. The Hardy Boys retained.
Mhm.
It was a great match.
Yeah. I think they'd run it back with those two, but this time for the NXT titles.
I hope so.
They should. At NXT Stand and Deliver, that can be the marquee match for that.
But even put the Hardy Boys in Mania. You could do it in a ladder match.
Mm-mm. I think the Hardy Boys, they're doing their own thing right now in CNA. I wouldn't like mess with that right now because it's like SmackDown. SmackDown is going to be a ladder match.
I wouldn't be shocked if there's a TNA person though
that goes up to the main roster.
Goes up to either like just like say if they did a Intercontinental Women's Championship match and Jordynne Grace found herself in there.
But Jordynne Grace, she's signed for WWE.
Oh yeah,
she's not in TNA anymore.
Yeah. So well, there you go. That's what they're gonna use.
I think back to Jordynne Grace though. I think she should be in the main roster right now.
Yeah.
She does not need to be in NXT. I never seen a woman like that in my day in my life.
No, she's phenomenal.
She's phenomenal.
She's like Jada Cargill.
Yes, but just short. And she's young. She's 28.
Yeah.
And so she should be in the main roster. I think they don't have anything for her up there, so that's why they just put her on NXT just to give her something.
Yeah, I mean that's usually what they do with those types of signings of a young person, where they build them up, like Ricky Saints.
But no, he needs to be NXT though, because there's a lot of guys that
he could feud with.
And
Ethan Page. Ooh, I can't wait.
And also, there's a lot of guys that's leaving after this Mania period because Trick is getting called up. And you need to have somebody take his place.
Yeah, we need Trick Williams in the main event.
But there's been guys that came and didn't go to NXT straight. AJ Styles is the one that off the top of my head that was main roster ready. So I think Jordynne Grace could have.
But I think because AJ Styles had that aura of when he wrestled in Indy and all that, like everyone kind of knew him.
But there's a lot of guys though. Samoa Joe had that aura too. But Joe went to NXT first. Drew McIntyre went to NXT.
Joe. I love Samoa Joe.
Drew McIntyre, when he came back, he went to NXT first before he
That's kind of crazy.
I was like, okay, but that was great for him.
Speaking of Drew McIntyre, I hate what they're doing with him.
And Priest, yeah, I know, but it's like it just gives him something. But I hope he wins that match. He needs to win.
It's just not needed.
It's not.
Like it's just not needed at all. Like they really don't have anywhere else. I wouldn't even mind if he was going for like an Intercontinental Championship run. I don't think that's pushing him low.
I think he should be going for a main roster feud.
Obviously,
he should be like Roman should have been the guy for him. But I think they're so high on Damian Priest. Damian Priest is Triple H's guy, and he's so high on him, and he wants him to like be on the card for Mania. So he does this, and also this plays into like last year, Priest cashed in on Drew McIntyre. So this year you give Drew back his revenge and beat Priest clean. I hope he beats Priest clean.
You think he will?
I hope. I'll say yes.
I hope so.
Because Priest
I don't know what like they love Damian Priest for some reason.
Drew never beat Priest.
That is true. And he get his look back after the Chamber.
Yeah,
that could definitely happen. Did you see the Obafemi Moose fight?
Great match.
Oh my goodness,
great match.
When two massive guys could just go at it like that, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
high flying. The shots were great. A lot of the hits were real. Power bombing each other, like lifting each other. When Obafemi got put through the table by Moose. I love that. I love how like the TNA like relationship.
And I love that too because it's great for TNA stars because they can get on TV, on national TV with the CW. They can get eyes on them that they wouldn't get on their regular programming.
I wish they build that up though a little better.
What?
The TNA, like this was basically TNA versus WWE. This pay-per-view.
There's like only 2 matches though.
I feel like they could build it up on a
I think they should do like build it up as like a big grand pay-per-view.
Yes.
Bring up TNA versus NXT.
Survivor Series, but they do like Raw versus SmackDown.
Yeah, it should be
that's what it should have been.
Like no, but they have a specific event called Worlds Collide.
Yeah.
Then you could do that with NXT versus TNA, Worlds Collide, and you have people from each brand face each other for brand supremacy. So The Moose match was great. I really love it because it was also NXT guys, people who never wrestle in the indies to get experience. Those
Mhm.
people that can actually go to TNA and experience a different crowd, experience different styles and stuff like that. And even they're WWE now sending guys to Japan now to
Yeah.
go learn different movesets. And
Not Logan.
Yeah. he's not allowed in Japan.
Yeah, he's not allowed in Japan. Well, he's not banished. He just probably would never show face in Japan.
You can't. Mhm. The minute he gets off the flight, they're gonna have eyes on him.
Yeah.
But I love that too, and even bringing guys from Japan as well into like WWE to like just learn the style of professional wrestling and the American side of things, and I love it. And they even have some wrestlers like go to the indies and wrestle, like NXT guys go to the indies and wrestle some matches, and it's great. It's great the partnership because this will never happen under Vince because Vince he didn't like this. He likes WWE.
He liked control.
WWE. Even AJ. Wow, that was a tongue twister. Even AJ Styles, I saw a recent interview with him and Chris Van Vliet, and he says,
I love Chris Van Vliet. He's great.
He's a great interviewer. I seen it, and he says Vince didn't even know who he was. And remember the
yes, I did. I actually saw this.
Remember the pop he had at the Rumble?
Yeah,
and
he didn't think he was gonna have that pop.
Yeah, because he didn't know who he was.
Yeah, and he wasn't even supposed to come out at third.
Nope. And then people were pushing for him to come out.
Everyone was like, "No, dude, like you gotta have this guy come out there. Like everyone's gonna know him."
And then Vince is like,
"Yeah, I can't
okay.
I guess if everyone's yelling at me,
I guess I'm gonna prove you guys wrong. Watch. They're not gonna make a single pop.
And then he's gonna take all the credit for it.
He's like, that was a fluke.
Dude, he did say that, right?
Yeah,
he said that to AJ.
Yeah, he said it was.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh! And then he got that fat push.
Yeah, because Vince believed in him, and he proved Vince wrong, and that's why you got to do. It's like you got to prove Vince wrong. You got to like prove him wrong, and also if Vince tell you something, you got to like actually listen to it. And yeah, and just Vince is just he lives in his own bubble. And Triple H, when he was running NXT, he would grab the most famous indie guys into his company to make the brand become even more stronger. And that's what I loved about NXT during the peak era of NXT, because he brought in the best indie names possible into the company, which I loved. And Triple H understands you got to look outside sometimes you got to look at the indies. Sometimes you got to look at athletes in college and stuff like that to see who do you have. And sometimes you even got to look outside the world to see who you have to give this melting pot of experience.
So let's jump back to, because we have a few minutes left. So Orton's fighting KO? Is that the plan?
That has to be the plan.
Yeah.
For Mania.
But after this, I need Orton back in this title scene. I need him and Cena to lock. I need that. I think Cena and Orton, they're gonna save it. I know they will. Because like Mania, you can do so much. I think that, or not Mania, sorry, at SummerSlam.
Actually, I would say do Randy. You could probably do Randy and Cena after WrestleMania, or do Cena.
Yeah, but where would you do it?
Because
it has to be his last match or at SummerSlam, because it has to be such a big pay-per-view.
And then Cody comes back at SummerSlam.
Yeah,
and then you could probably build up to that too with him and Cody. Yeah, so I believe Randy should feud with Cena at SummerSlam.
But I think it's going to be Punk.
No, I think Punk and him do
Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank, or like probably.
What's that? What's right after Mania?
I think they haven't announced any events yet. It's probably going to be Backlash.
Yeah,
it's usually Backlash in a different country, but I don't think Cena's going to work that because they already showed Cena's dates, and his next event after WrestleMania is Saturday night's main event. So he might probably do Punk there. Probably do the first match there.
No way, that quick.
Do the first match there, because I think it's like a month.
I wish Drew would get in there somewhere, but
Cena's a heel.
Yeah, they're not gonna do heel and heel.
Probably when Cena turns babyface.
Yeah,
probably one of those. Give Drew that rub.
I think Drew should just go back to Raw. I think that would work.
I think Drew after Mania, it needs to be Drew and Roman.
Yeah,
because
where would you do that?
SummerSlam.
Yeah, but is it not? Is Roman never going to fight the final boss?
Probably next year's Mania.
Next year's Mania. That's crazy. Like that's like we've been talking about this for years now. Like when are they going to fight? And it's not even like something I'm so like I'm not like not excited to see it, but it's just like something cool.
I'm also clamoring for to still see Cody and Rock
Yeah.
for that
That's what we thought was gonna
that
happen.
one-on-one match. And I think they should do it at the Rumble next year. Because next year's Rumble is gonna be, I think, Saudi Arabia,
Mhm.
and I'm shocked.
Oh, I hate the crowds in Saudi Arabia.
They have gotten better though.
The stadium is just like built in a way where you can't hear the crowds that much. Like it's not even like even the fans can be super loud, but it just doesn't attract well.
Mhm. But have you seen the money they get paid for each event?
Oh my god, they get paid what, billions?
Not billions, millions.
No, they get paid. No, but they have like a contract where I think they
Oh
get
yeah,
like,
but like years to years.
yeah.
But each event is like Saudi pays for each show like $50 million.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
They have the
Triple H
money.
loves that.
Yeah, WWE loves the money.
Yeah, they've been making so much money. WWE has really been cooking. But we could wrap it up here. I'm very excited for this little run
Mhm.
that WWE is going to go on. I recommend tuning in on the next couple hours. I heard that Raw is going to be at like 3 p.m. now.
Yeah, for the European tour.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's like everybody got tuned in at 3.
that
But
sucks.
I feel bad for SmackDown because it's like you have to avoid the internet now for
Yeah.
like hours until 8
Yeah,
o'clock
yeah, I
Be-
saw that.
because USA they're not going to premiere it at 3.
Yeah,
You have to wait.
their scheduled TV program. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna stink. I can't like be on my phone.
Unless you're working.
Yeah,
Mhm.
literally, I'm gonna have to like not be on my phone at all. But I'm excited for the Cena run. I am excited for I think the triple threat. All right, before we go, I want to hear your the main event. So obviously we know Cena and Cody are gonna fight
Night 2.
Night 2. Who is your main event? Is it Jay?
Jay and Gunther.
I don't think so.
So you got Punk, Roman.
I
and
have
Seth.
Punk, Roman, and Seth definitely main eventing night 1. And I wouldn't be shocked if any of that had to do with a title opportunity at the next day or the next pay-per-view. Like, is Saturday night main event the next one up, or is it a pay-per-view?
It's not a pay-per-view. It's Saturday's main event.
No,
not a
but
pay-per-view.
I'm saying like, is it it's a pay-per-view or it's Backlash? I don't know.
It's gonna be Backlash.
Yeah, I'm excited though.
Because usual time is always after Mania that they always do Backlash. And I don't think Cena's probably gonna be the champion that's gonna be there. I think Jay's probably gonna defend his title at Backlash.
Yeah,
against somebody.
Yeah, I don't know who Jay's gonna fight. Maybe Drew.
But Drew's on SmackDown. He literally just got the SmackDown.
Not the freaking lottery.
Yeah, but he could probably do Finn.
But if Finn becomes a good guy,
yeah,
I would love Triple H. Please do it. That's how you'll bring Finn Balor back easily.
Yeah.
So he stops eating Finn Balor. He is Finn Balor. But yeah, I got Cena and Rhodes at night 2. The triple threat at night 1 with Rollins, Punk, Roman.
But you know why I don't say that? Because I think because that would be Punk's first main event.
Exactly.
No.
And he's gonna want a main event.
It needs to be for the title. Again, that's next year's main event.
I was so on that.
Next year's main event. That's
a few weeks ago.
Have him win the Rumble next year. But
we don't even know if he's gonna be here next year.
He's signed for like
he gets freaking hurt all the time.
No, it's just he had weak.
This is the best. This is honestly the second best storyline that Punk's had, I think, with Roman and Rollins in this triple threat. You could easily use, which is the biggest story, to have this as his main event. I don't think it's I was so on the page on it needs to be for the title. That was more of what Cena, but how great they've been with this build-up, especially Roman just returning now and costing the spearing Punk. That's big. I think that could definitely main event night 1.
But also, I think people need a happy ending, and Jay winning that title against Gunther, people are gonna pop.
But I think Punk will have the same pop.
Depending on how the match goes.
It's going to be a good match.
Of course it is, but say like they say that the Punk is not going to win. Say like they say Roman's going to win or Seth's going to win. Because you don't know who's going to win this match.
No, I don't. Yeah.
And night 2, Cena's winning that match.
Well, we don't really know, bro. Like, I really don't.
You really telling me Cena's not going to win that match,
dude?
Man?
I don't, babe, bro. Triple H has been surprising us.
No,
man.
Triple H is not going to. He surprises you on unexpected moments when you expect, this person's going to lose.
Not Jey Uso to win.
I didn't expect Jey Uso to win the Rumble.
That's what I'm saying. I didn't think Jey Uso was going to win the Rumble.
But that's great though. But it's like, say like Cody beats Cena. You think that's gonna be great?
No.
No. So it's like he's not gonna do something that's not gonna be great.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I think it would be great if the winner of that gets added into the triple threat. But
No,
they're not gonna do
enough
that.
with the triple threats, Steve. Enough with the triple threats.
All right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning into the Mazcast. Again, not the Mazcast. I'm used to saying my own thing
Mhm.
on the Wrestling Rundown. I'm Steve Mazza alongside Cherno. We'll be here next week, Thursday, 2:30, right?
Yep.
2:30. We'll be here next week at 2:30. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
See you.
Have a good one. Yeah, bro. I'm used